Hey guys, welcome back to the channel as I continue my weird journey in sim racing here. So what I have kind of figured out is that, driving around the track in practice is fine when you're learning the track, learning your braking points and stuff like that, but it really doesn't help you with the race. So what I've been doing is I've been doing just a lot of races, and we're going to take a look at this one. And I've been starting at like 19th, and honestly guys, I'm not making up a lot of places, so I do apologize if these seem boring, but as I said before, these are as much for me as they are for you guys to watch. Like I say, if you're a novice and you're a beginner at this, I want you guys to see that, maybe I'm doing the same thing you guys are doing. Maybe we're going through the same thing, I mean, this is obviously for the players that are beginners and aren't like naturals at it, and, don't just take to it right away and, shoot right up to the top of the, the podium. And I definitely did not do that here, but I think that you can't learn unless you make mistakes. And I made mistakes here, but I feel like I'm starting to learn from them. I'm starting to figure out what my mistakes are and how to correct those mistakes. And that's important. But the biggest lesson for today is just never give up. Like, if you're in a race, I would say, and I understand, guys, I know the easiest thing to do when you screw up is to just, hit that options button and restart, or just quit, right? But what I'm here to say is that don't restart the race. Finish the race. Finish the race, because I think it's important. And why I say that is because, I've done some of these races. I didn't record that. I was doing all right. Not great, but I was doing all right. And then something happened where I spun out and I got thrown to last place. And, I got aggravated sometimes, downright mad. I'm not going to lie. But I feel that quitting or starting over isn't going to help my situation. So what I decided to do was just finish the race and figure out what I can do. So that's what we have coming up, guys, in this video. I'm doing a race, and I finished the race. Again, I didn't do any commentary while I raced because I'm not good at that, so I will add commentary to it after the race. So here's the race, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Wish me luck. Alright, here we are, guys. Back at Brands Hatch. I'm sorry if I'm boring you with Brands Hatch, but you know what? You gotta just keep at one track, until you know that track, and then, it's just ingrained in your mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of commentary here. Sometimes I may be quiet, sometimes not. I just really want you guys to see the race and experience it with me, and I'm going to kind of show you guys what I was going through. So here we are, we're starting, and I do feel like I'm getting better with starting the races. I will say that. So again, guys, if I'm saying something that seems like a stupid thing to say, you got to remember, to someone that's a beginner, there's nothing that's stupid, okay? So right here, what I'm doing is I'm letting off the gas and I'm just coasting down this hill. I'm not using brake. Now I'm getting into it. And again, I'm just coasting using a little bit of brake. And right there, like, I can see that I didn't give it gas in time and I let those guys get past me. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have let that happen. But again, it's a rookie mistake. It is what it is. But I'm not gonna let that, get me down. This is a 20-minute race, so there is a lot of time to catch up. And that's what I plan to do. And I will say this, guys, like, the day I recorded this, I was racing a lot that day, and you know what? It really tires you out. Like, man, like, my legs and stuff, they were actually pretty sore from just, hovering over the brake pedal and stuff like that. It really does. It wears you out, man. It's like a little bit of a workout, but it's cool. It feels really good. So the reason why I've been starting in 19th place is because I'm trying to get my SA up, but yeah, I'm just not good enough at the game because apparently you have to like race the whole race like tailgating and not touch or anything like that, and yeah, I'm finding that pretty difficult. But my SA was down to like it was like 21 and it's just up to 23. So I feel like it's going to get there. I just have to do a lot more racing. I have to find more time to play this game because, you know, it's just practice, man. I mean, it's like real driving. Like, it really is. So I don't feel I'm doing that bad here. Like, I'm keeping up with them. They are getting away from me at some spots. There's definitely some areas of this track that I could use a lot of work at getting faster on, and then there's other parts of the track that I'm actually pretty fast at, you know, compared to the worst of the AI drivers, I guess you could say. But again, I feel like where I'm at, most people wouldn't be willing to show. They wouldn't be willing to make YouTube videos, you know, of that. And I'm here to say, look, you know what? I'm not good, but I'm going to practice. I'm trying my hardest to get better. I've been finding it kind of difficult to get faster. But so in that corner right there, I found out dropping down to second it makes me faster because you can accelerate quicker out of second than you can third. So that's something that I have learned with this, dropping down an extra gear. So that was a pretty decent move right there, I feel. And now I'm in fourth, and another thing, like I should have dropped 3 gears. I should have dropped in the first in this one because again, you're gonna accelerate faster in first gear and then get to second. But you know, we're not doing too bad. Like I'm still pretty close to the pack in front of me.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
And we did pretty good there. We managed to pick up another position, and then we lost it. That is another corner I really need to work on. Getting out of that corner, I need to get faster. And again, I'm a little too far over on the edge, and that slowed me down. So again. And again, guys, like I can get around this track fine with no other cars on it, but put me in a race and it's a lot different. This is another corner I felt like no matter what I do, I'm very slow coming out of it. And another thing too is like when I'm playing in a race, man, like my adrenaline is just pumping, and I don't know why. Like I need to really learn to just calm down. But I've been listening to music as I race, and that does help me a lot. But I feel like I'm doing a lot better when I get cars close to me. I'm doing so much better. And again, this corner, this corner is a difficult one to get out of fast because when you're in first gear, if you hit the gas too hard, the car tends to want to spin out, obviously. So you gotta just be very gentle on the gas. But then I feel like I'm losing time. So, and if you notice there, if you guys are paying attention. I was in fourth gear there, and I dropped to second, so I have been shifting up more. As soon as I can shift up, I shift up. Even if it's close to the braking point, I'll quickly shift down. It doesn't matter, and I've been getting a lot more speed out of it that way. See, it's stuff like that, guys. That it's like it's all learning experiences. You know what I mean? It really is. And as long as you're learning, then you're doing good. And especially if you get to the point where you can see your mistake, where when you screw up and you know you screwed up and know what you did, it's so much easier to rectify it when you actually know what you're doing wrong. So like again guys, as you can see, I make up a lot of time on that corner by dropping down to second. I don't feel the cars ahead of me drop down into second.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
But I don't know what happens though. I don't know if I get cocky or if I try to push the car too hard when I'm not ready for it or what, but you know, I definitely have a long way to go. But again, like I just started, and you know, I just wanted to make this series to just, you know, chronicle my progression with it, and just basically let other people see that, hey, look, it's okay to suck. Like, don't worry about it. You will get better. I'll get better. You know, I really feel that if I didn't do any other content and I focused on just sim racing, I would probably do a lot better. But, you know, you need to take a lot of time to do this, and sometimes it's hard to find time every day to get on it, and that's really what I need to do. So again, drop down into second, and see you catch third quick. And now I'm gaining on him. I'm catching up to him pretty good. So right there, I couldn't have grabbed fourth. And again, coming out of that corner is just, I'm not strong at it. I have to find that apex. So again, I should have shifted into fourth there, and I didn't. But I still got on him pretty quick. But again, coming out of that turn, he still is quicker than I am. I feel like if I would have shifted into fourth and then into second, I would have probably done a little bit better. Ooh, and then right there, that was totally my fault. I came up on him too quick. I should have went harder on the brakes. But again, guys, you know, don't give up. You know, don't give up. Just keep racing your race, because, you know, the experience of driving around the track is always good. But you know, like I say, in the past, if I would have done that, I would have stopped the race. I would have restarted the race. I would have got completely aggravated and uptight. But I was like, you know, nope. And again, it's like, you know, I'm still at that point where when I screw up, then I kind of lose my confidence. But I'm getting a little better with it. And what I can say, like, see right there, that was, again, just a stupid mistake. I mean, I wasn't making mistakes like that the whole race, and then after that one little tap, you know, I'm doing just stupid shit. But another tip for you guys that are absolutely new, if you take a turn and you're taking it a little too fast, just drop down another gear. That's the best thing to do. And that's honestly, that's like the best part about driving in manual. And I would say that since I've been using manual, I really regret not doing it sooner, because you can really correct a lot of screw ups with a manual transmission, because you can drop that extra gear and you can save yourself, believe it or not, from spinning out a lot by just dropping down an extra gear. So now I'm in 18th. I started out in 19th, and you know what, there's got to be a winner in a race. There has to be a loser in a race. You know, I'm not dead last. And so far, I'm one better than where I started. So I guess you got to take the small, tiny, little microscopic victories, you know, if you can. I felt like I did better around that corner that time. And I'm in the green, and that's another thing, guys, that little green up there that tells you that you're in the green or the red. I catch that, and I see it's in the green, and then I'm, like, watching that. And that kind of screws me up, too, so I don't know. Maybe I should take that off. Maybe I should. I really wish this game supported telemetry, so you could use the Sim Dashboard app. So I could have the rev limiter on my phone, and I could be looking at that, and then I could clear the screen off. But unfortunately, this game doesn't support that. Now, what I will say, guys, is they are going to upgrade this game for the PS5 and the new Xbox. They're going to make a PS5 version. That's what they said. I'm assuming they'll do the same for the Xbox, but they did say the PS5 is getting a version of this game this year. So, you know, I'm kind of excited for that, even though I don't have a PS5 yet, but so I'm sure that little tap screwed up my SA. That's why I'm not getting anymore. But it did just change green, so I'm not sure how it is. I think you get like a half a point every lap or something like that, so we're gonna get there. But anyways, I mean, now I'm in P17 again. Not anything spectacular, but hey, you know what? Every position you gain is a good thing, right? I mean, it's one more position than you had, and it's two more than I started with. So it's all about the small victories, guys. You got to take what you can take. The fact that I had that little accident and I spun out and I managed to, you know, gain 2 positions, you know, I'm okay with that. And we have like 6 minutes left in the race. Now, if I remember correctly, I feel like we probably ended the race here. But again, like I say, for the people that are like me, that are beginners, man, I am going to leave this whole race in the video, and you guys can just see me racing around and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because I do think it's important to see the whole race. I really do. I look for videos all the time on YouTube for like beginners, and I see YouTubers that claim to be beginners, but they're not at my level. You know, like they're not a beginner at my level. I see them, they have like an 80 SA rating and they're doing online races, so yeah, I don't feel that that's really beginner. I'm beginner, like my SA rating is horrible. You know, I can't even do an online race. What I will point out here, though, are my times. So far, my best lap time was 1:33.2. So my lap times are actually getting better compared to some of the other ones that I've done. I have a difficult time getting out of that 1:33, and I know it's because I'm using the safe setup. You know, but I'm starting to work on that, and I'm starting to practice with the aggressive setup. And I do notice that I am faster with it, but it's just harder to keep control of the car. See, we were in the green and now we're in the red, and like I keep seeing that flashing, and then it's like, oh, dang it, you know. Now we're in the red. You know, I'm losing time. So as you can see in my review, Mr. Watson is kind of gaining on me because I am driving slow, and I don't know, man. I felt like something wasn't right with the car actually, because it felt like, I don't know, maybe I was actually hitting the brake. I recorded this like really late at night, so maybe I was a little tired. But I do believe my best lap is it could be this lap here. This may be the best lap I've done on this course ever. So I'm glad I got that recorded at least. I could be wrong, guys. It might not be this lap, but it is in this race that I have set my fastest time on this track. So in my eyes, that proves that I'm at least getting better with getting around the track. I just have to get better at my consistency, and I have to get better when it comes to driving with the other cars. Yeah, so I'm already over a second up on my best time. And again, guys, that corner, dropping that down to second, you know, the proof is in the pudding right there. You can see the time. 131.8. That is the fastest time I ever had. And this happens every time. Every time I set a fast lap, I blow it. I need to work on my consistency so bad. You know, consistency in these racing games is so important, and that's really what I'm lacking, is consistency. Again, I don't know if it's because I was, you know, I did a lot of racing, and this was like the last race I did of the night. But yeah, I really need to work on the consistency.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
So just to kind of walk you guys through what I kind of do. When I get on the game, I'll take like several practice laps in practice mode. I'll put on practice mode and I'll race around this track, you know, for maybe 10-20 minutes, maybe a half hour. And then I'll get into a race. I'll start racing and I'll just do races the rest of the time, you know, because like I say, it's very important to practice with other cars on the track. Now, see, here I screwed up. I didn't downshift in a second, and I should have, because as you can see, you know, it takes a lot longer to get out of third. I should have downshifted in a second, and I didn't. I definitely think that's because I was getting a little tired, because I've been pretty good at counting the gears. But every once in a while, I do screw up, and I'll think I went down 2 or 3 gears, and I actually only went down 1 or 2, depending on the situation, and it's like, oh man, I was in the wrong gear, you know? will say though, there's absolutely something about driving and shifting through the gears yourself that just makes it a lot more fun. I mean, I can drive a standard in real life, and you know, there's just something magical about shifting the vehicle yourself. You know, it's just, I don't know, you know, maybe I'm just old school, but yeah, there's just something really great about it. So see right there, guys, I started to lose it, and I downshifted into second, and that saved me from spinning out. So now the race is over. The leader has crossed the finish line. But right? Yeah, there's a checker flag right there.
Good job, Tate. You did your best to bring it back to the mids.
Yeah, you know, I think he's a little bit sarcastic. But anyway, guys, that was the race. I don't think I did too bad. Like I say, you know, I didn't make up a lot of places, but it was a learning experience, and that's really the most you can ask for. And you know what? I finished the race, so I'm pretty proud of that. I am pretty proud of that. Alright guys, so that's where we're going to end today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys are getting something out of this, you know what I mean? I hope you guys are maybe learning from my mistakes if you're new. So if you did like it, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I can't wait to see you back out on the track, guys. Yeah, we'll see you next time.